Good afternoon everybody. This is a video introducing my Audi RS5 2014 which is up for sale, as you can see from the advert link below. I guess a really short video to give an overview of why I'm selling it and equally what it is that I've got for sale, just for those who'd like a little bit more information than just the advert, to give a bit more of a personal insight to how the last 2 years of ownership has been for me with the car. So yeah, I bought the car 2 years ago now from Amersham Audi, the main dealer. It was a really great experience, and I've really enjoyed owning the car for the last 2 years now. I am getting into another Audi, unfortunately not an RS product. I'm going back a little bit, but into a brand new Audi A4 Avant for work purposes, and hopefully that'll be here in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, the last 2 years of ownership have been really great. Really enjoyed the car. It's great for all purposes. Been to Wales, the Lake District, around town driving each day for work. Motorways, it will obviously eat up the miles on the motorway, no problem. So the car now currently in great condition, great working order. It's just been to Audi for a full inspection and oil service. And the last 2 years of ownership, I've always had the oil changed yearly. I don't like leaving the oil for sort of too long. So every 9,000 miles for the last 2 years of ownership, I've had oil change, and this one, it's just had the last oil and inspection, air filters, pollen filter, which totaled about £550–600, something like that. So that was a good service. They didn't come across any other issues during that service. Yeah, what else have I had done? Back in January, I had the brake fluid changed because that needed doing every 2 years, obviously. This week I've just extended the warranty. So Audi at Poole, which is my local dealership, offer a 1 year's warranty with underwritten by AXA UK, but it's an approved, let's say, warranty by Poole Audi. And it's been really great for me in the past. I've had it on S5 models, S3 models, and I have had to make significant claims under it, and absolutely no problem. It's up to the value of the car with no excess. So that's a great warranty at £1,000 that I just put on it. So a little bit, yeah, having to put £1,000 on before selling it, but I think that gives a good peace of mind for the next buyer that, yeah, any issues, then just get in touch, and that's fully transferred to the new buyer, obviously. Just get in touch with the provider. Bodywork is in very good condition. There's no dents, scratches. Obviously there's going to be some stone chips, some general marks from being a 2014 car, but it is in really good condition otherwise. Drives great. We'll come across, you'll see my face as we do some driving just down a couple of these B roads, which I really like out here, and I was just getting it warmed up. Obviously I never drive it when it's not warmed up, so it's pretty much warmed up now. It's just had a wash. I've just washed it. Always wash weekly, 2-bucket method. I'm really into my detailing, so yeah, it's had a really good looking after in the last 2 years, and it's not full of a million swirl marks and everything. It's in pretty good condition for its age. Yeah, so we'll do a little bit of driving now. Obviously it's got the 7-speed S-tronic box, which is brilliant. You will hear the up and down shifts in a minute. Yeah, it's great fun. So in all honesty, it has actually had a brand new S-tronic box under 2 years ago from Amersham Audi. I've got a video of them putting it in the car. Some people might be a little bit scared about that, but I think actually I'm pretty pleased that it's got such a new gearbox with only sort of 15,000 miles on now that I've done. In fact, even less, 10,000 miles on that new gearbox and front drivetrain. So actually it was an unfortunate situation that the front differential failed, but to replace the front differential, or the so-called final drive, you have to replace the gearbox, which is unthinkable. I mean, the cost of it was obviously extreme. I think near £13,000 under warranty, of course. Yeah, so that for me is good peace of mind, and obviously I've had no issues with that. But it's still under manufacturer's warranty actually, because every Audi part that gets replaced has a 2 years parts and labour warranty direct from Audi. But it is really great. You just need to make sure in the future going forward that obviously you service the gearbox at the correct intervals. That's crucial in these cars. The tyres are all standard Pirelli P0s, the original fitment OE tyres. The rears have got 6 or so mil, 6 to 7 mil of tread. Front 3-ish mil on the fronts. Again in fine condition, and they've always been replaced in pairs as needed. Brakes, I think the advice on the brakes was the front ones are nearly about sort of 40-50% worn at the front. I mean, pad wise, the discs are actually a pretty new. Discs are under 2 years old. They had new discs all round 2 years ago, so it's hardly covered any miles since, so it's really the pads that are only sort of 40-50% worn. What else can I tell you about this car? Well, it's got some nice stuff. It's got the carbon inlays, and I'll do the video in a minute just panning around some of the stuff that it's got, but it's got the carbon inlays, it's got the automatic parking brake, it's got a TV, it's got the obviously the Bang & Olufsen, the electric seats with memory function, which is really useful. It's actually got the home link for the driver's door. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those, but useful for those who do. It's got the full sports package, push button start, and yeah, it's really great. I've had no bad words to say about it. I thoroughly enjoyed it at every moment of ownership. In terms of the MOT, I think we've got about 10 months MOT on the car, which is obviously again good peace of mind. 10 months MOT. What else will be due? There's nothing else due that I can think of this year. Everything else is up to date as it can be, which is sort of shows my sort of personality, I guess, that I always make sure things are maintained, and I don't let things slip, so to speak. So yeah, I'll go around some of the interior now, talk a little bit about it, and first of all, let's just drive for a little bit, and hopefully you can hear the engine at its best. And I'm just going to whack it into, I've got the drive select. I'm just going to put it in the dynamic mode, because in all honesty I rarely do dynamic mode, even though I probably should do in this RS car. But yeah, let's listen, hopefully you can hear. It is an absolute animal. Like in comfort mode, you can just drive and relax on the motorway. You can get actually pretty good economy. I say pretty good for a 4-litre engine. But on these country roads, oh man, it's so fun. The suspension and the steering really stiffens up. It's got the dynamic steering, and the paddle shift is yeah, really great. I'm going to miss this so much. It's not going to be the same in the 2-litre Audi A4. As you can see, we're bouncing around a bit now. The suspension is very hard on dynamic mode, and really holds the road amazingly. It's so fun. Anyway, we'll go around now, the interior of the car and the exterior. So here is the outside of her. As you can see, a lovely deep gloss black. I'm going to go into each of the rims. This one's actually not too bad. front rear, sorry, the left passenger side rear is a little bit curved up. And the driver's side rear, again, just the bottom left has a bit of curbing. And the front driver's side is actually pretty good. But in general, the bodywork's in very good condition. Hard for you to see exactly in this lighting conditions, but it's pretty good condition. Just into the interior. So in the interior, again, the seats try and capture. Hopefully I'll get some different pictures at a different lighting condition, but the interior is very good condition. Let's just go in there. You've got the Bang & Olufsen, you've got the push button start. You've got the various different driving modes. If we just go in here and take a look at the servicing, you can see that we've got a year servicing for oil change fixed at 9,000 miles and inspection at 18. And everything is in pretty good. I mean, there's very slight wear on bolsters, but again, slight for the age. The interior is in really good condition. So in terms of the selling price, I think I've marketed it fairly reasonably in terms of what else I've seen out there for the kind of money. I've seen quite a few RS5s available from dealers and private sellers. I think some of them potentially might have less miles but less features, not in a desirable colour, not with desirable wheels, for example. I think this one's a pretty desirable colour. Black works really well on it, with all of the sort of extras it's got inside, the carbon inlays, the TV, the higher spec inside. I think it's a fair price, especially considering the £1,000 warranty that I've just put on it. The full service it's just had, that's £1,600. It's obviously it's got nearly a year's MOT. I don't think it's a bad price. Obviously, tell me if you think it's a bad price. Hopefully not. By the way, open and honestly, back in 2 years ago at Amersham Audi, and you might see in one of the pictures, I actually paid 31,000 for it, so it has, I'd say, lost a little bit more than I'd have expected in the last 2 years, to be honest. Maybe that is because it's got 67,000 miles on it. Perhaps people think that's high, and I think the market obviously is less for these cars, which is a shame because it is the last of the naturally aspirated V8s, and when you work the engine, it is so fun, which I don't think you get that fun feeling. I mean, I've driven, RS6, for example, amazing car, monster car, but the turbo, it still isn't quite as nice as just the plain naturally aspirated V8. Personal opinion, but I think that's a real unique selling point. And if I had the room, the money, just to keep this in the garage as a sort of a weekend car or a holiday car, I would definitely do so, because of that fun factor that I think you miss with a lot of cars these days. And the looks, it still gets, quite a few people have a look at it as you drive by and think, yeah, that's a, it's got some really good looks about it. And again, the engine is just, you just got to tap the accelerator. You can see how it excites me, and that for me is very important about driving. And so yeah, I think it's a fair price. Obviously, yeah, tell me if you don't think it's a fair price. Have a look around the exterior. and like I say, there isn't really anything else that needs spending on it. If I was really to be critical, I would say you could do the wheels. They are not in by any means atrocious condition, they're not corroding, but they have got some curb marks, which I'll point out in the video. So the wheels, yeah, if you needed to do those, you'd be looking diamond cut. I went to a local specialist and asked, and that was £500 to diamond cut them. So that's an investment that you could make. Other than that, it's amazing. I love it. And yeah, so another point to consider, and the sun's just going in now, so you can sort of see a bit better. Why did I get the RS5 in the first place? Because if you see a previous video, I think I might have put it in one of those. I don't make many videos on YouTube, but I think, why did I get it? And I mean, I got it mainly because it is the car I've always wanted. I had a 2010 S5 V8, again, naturally aspirated, but this car is on another level. You know, when I bought the S5, when I had my sort of first good job, I guess, I was like, wow, I'm not going to need any more power than this ever. and I didn't, but I always looked at the RS5 and thought, just the looks and the roar and the sound. And I'm not one of these guys that wants to go and put, you know, a sports exhaust that's non-standard on a car. I wanted to sound as it was designed to sound, and S5 didn't quite have that soundtrack, that aggressiveness that the RS5 has. And the funny thing is, though, now I've got the RS5, I can probably count on my hands, well, maybe not, a bit more, but the amount of times I've actually ever used it to its full capabilities. And one, because of the roads and the built-up areas, and I don't live out in the middle of nowhere. But two, I just get the enjoyment of being in it and driving it without having to cane it all the time. I know that if I put my foot down, I've got an immense amount of power and sound, but I don't feel the need to do it all the time. But when I do it, on rare occasion, it is great, as you can see from my smile of just driving it now. So yeah, that's kind of why I bought it. I didn't think I'd be getting rid of it after 2 years. I don't generally keep cars that long. I would keep this to the end of the 3-year term, but I didn't keep it this time, just because circumstances changed. However, of course, staying with the Audi brand, back to Pool Audi, because they're great down there. Love the team down there. And yeah, A4 for a couple of years on a lease. So it'll be standard, and then after that maybe circumstances will change, and perhaps I'll S4, RS4. Anyway, yeah, on to the next.